Yeah, so as always, I'm a huge idiot flying, and there we go. I crashed the drone again. Every single drone I fly, I crash. So probably shouldn't get any more drones in the future. So this drone here is the Xiaomi Mitu Drone. Again, as a recap, it's a very small drone and it's very cheap as well. It's around like $80, and you're looking at a drone that can record in 720p. Although I'm not too hopeful about the video quality. It flies okay, it's fine, and you control it with the phone. And there's even 32 gigs of onboard storage on the actual drone itself, so you can actually store videos on the drone. Now let's talk about the flight performance, because that's what most people are going to be worried about. And let's watch this admittedly low quality 720p video. And you can see right here, I'm getting ready to take off. It's on the deck, and we're taking off right now. So it's okay. You can see it's actually fairly stable, especially when I'm not moving it. But as I'm turning it, you can see that the turns are very, what would you call it? Very binary. So you can see that obviously there's no gimbal in this. And of course my dog's going crazy because he hates drone sounds. Anyway, what I was talking before is the drone turning is very binary. So you can tell that when I turn it, it's it's either a turn or no turn. There's really not any in between. I don't see any problem with that, but let's move on to something else. And the other thing I want to talk about is the hover capabilities. They're okay. They're not amazing. I was looking at the drone itself hovering maybe within 30 to 50 centimeters of where it's supposed to be, which is okay. But in strong winds, obviously, it gets blown around quite a bit and buffeted around pretty easily. Speed-wise, it's pretty good also. I find that it's actually very fast, and you can see that it's not bad also. And I'm also pretty bad at flying, so you can see that I'm flying it into my face by mistake. And now my dad wants me to fly it up so we can look at the damage on the roof, but unfortunately there is a height limit on this Xiaomi Mitu drone, especially in the specific mode that I'm flying it in, so you cannot actually fly it as high as what you're looking for. Especially if you want to fly higher than 1 story, you're not going to be able to. And you can see my dog again. He is going crazy. He doesn't like the drone. It makes him angry, but he's too scared to come near it because they're spinning blades and he's not dumb. So yeah, I tried to fly it high, but I couldn't fly it high, especially in that mode. So that's one downside to this Xiaomi drone. But in my opinion, I think it will be pretty easy for kids to fly when this is definitely aimed at children. So this is really not that hard to fly, so that's good. However, of course, do not fly in your backyard, especially when there's high winds, which I tend to do every single time I get a drone, which is really dumb, and I really should stop doing that. And starting from this point in the video, you'll start noticing that there's going to be a lot of wind, and it's going to start blowing the thing. And basically right here, the wind is blowing it to the left, and I'm struggling to keep it to the right. Like I'm flying it to the right, but you can see that it's going to the left, and I'm freaking out. And then I fly it higher so it won't crash into the fence, and then I fly backwards, and then you can see that the winds are even stronger now, and they're pushing, and I almost hit the fence, and then it's pushing again, and I'm trying to fly it back so I can land it. And then a huge gust of wind blows it right into a tree, and the two props actually pop off. So I'm going to show you what I mean. The two props pop off, but because they're not screwed on, they don't crack. They just kind of pop up, and you can pop them on again, and it flies perfectly well. Also, that's the one advantage of having a very light drone like the Xiaomi Mitu drone over here. So yeah, I do think the Xiaomi Mitu is a good toy for those of you who have young children. I do recommend it, so be sure to check the link in the description down below. Be sure to hit like and subscribe. Be sure to hit the little notification bell to make sure you're notified of any of the latest videos that come out. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.